Hi design comrades, today we are going to be learning this simple micro interaction on this button. Okay, I'm going to teach you super fast. Just stay with me. I can zoom in so you see what's going on here, right? I mean, your intuition should already be kicking in by now. But let's go to our design file. Okay, so this is the already existing micro interaction, the component, right? And this is the instance of this, right? I'm just going to delete this too, okay? So we now do it from scratch. So this is just an ordinary frame with a text inside of it, so you can see it from here. Okay, let's name it now, button, okay? So one of the things I want to do first is I want to turn this to an auto layout, right? Turn it to auto layout. Shift A or just come here, press plus, auto layout, yes? Okay. Then what we can then now do is click on the text inside of it, duplicate it. You have something like this, right? But let's undo that. Now let's do our border radius. Top right corner and bottom right corner. Let's just make it 60, 60. So now we have this, right? Okay, I'm going to make this. Now I duplicated this and it extended. Why? Because my auto layout is set to hug content. But if I set it to fixed width, if I duplicate it, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to be there, right? So what I can then now do here is I can um, there are two ways I can approach this, right? One of the ways will be turn this to auto layout, right? And then now stack it bottom vertically, right? Meaning that I'll have to make the vertical um vertical auto layout settings resizing to fixed height. So when I set this to vertical layout, it doesn't change, right? Meaning you see we already have this. Okay, this is one way we can do this, right? So how we then now approach it from here is we set this guy here, this frame inside to absolute positioning. Okay, absolute positioning saying that we can move it freely, meaning that I can make it like this, I can do it like this, and just kill this opacity to like 0. Okay, so it's there. That's one way. But I'm a fan of like you don't want to, you don't need redundancy in your in your design. Like don't use unnecessary stuff. Don't turn things to frame or group things if it is not necessary. Okay, so now this is I just undid now, like I think 2 steps backwards. Now we have our button auto layout frame with the two texts, get started. Okay, so we can then now stack this vertically. But before you stack it vertically, just make sure your vertical resizing for the auto layout button is set to fixed, so that when you vertically stack it, it's not going to resize, it's not going to resize it. So if it was set to hug content, it's going to try to adapt based on the vertical padding it has and the spacing. Okay. So all right, we have that. So this is fixed, and then we have this. So what you just do from here is you select these two together, and you select these two together, and then you turn it to absolute positioning, right? What happens from here is that you can actually easily move them around. So you see this? I just moved this now. Okay, meaning that I can click on this and make sure that it is centered. This is beautiful. It's centered both vertically and horizontally. Oh my god, slack. Anyways, anyways, so pretty much we already got it. So what you do from here is that you just turn this to you create components, you create a variant of that component, okay, and how you do it from here is this particular guy, you kill the opacity to 0, okay, and then you move, this up, right? So this guy here, make sure it's centered, and that's the beauty of absolute positioning, because it is absolute, does not, it is absolutely relative. to its container. So you can still make use of your vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. This is beautiful. Now, that being said, you just want to make sure you assign a text property to all of the text, which means that if I change one of the text here, it should reflect everywhere. I'm going to tell you why that is important shortly, or stay with me. So then let's prototype this button. Click on the prototype and move and just drag your wire to the next one. Set your click to while hovering, okay, and then make it dissolve, right? No, it won't be dissolved, it will be smart animate because we want it to be smart to move upwards and to move downwards, okay, while hovering. All right, so we just, I think that's pretty much it. So what we can do from here is we just, there are two ways, of course, you can drag your instance, one of the instance inside, or you can just go to assets and search for button, right? And you just drag it in. So yeah, so we'll just bring it here, and I want to believe we've been able to solve that problem without even checking it. So you see, now you see this. What's happening is that there is one, we forgot to kill the opacity of this guy. So you just kill it, zero, and then voila, our problem is solved. Is this not beautiful? So you want to try this out. If you are able to get it, you can post it on the comment section or drop a link to the file, right? Just practice, practice, practice. All of this helps you to become more intuitive in your next, or more creative rather, in your next design project, meaning that you fed yourself with different styles, right? Not limiting yourself to just what you know. Okay? So most of the time, not being able to implement certain things constrain our creativity. All right, that being said, thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye.